It's the show. How
I was getting.
I listen to
A lot of people mean
It's Kid Craddock in the morning.
Al, we've been waiting an hour to hear about your anniversary date.
Al came in a little sullen and awkward today.
Yeah, I mean,
You were really hyped up last week, I remember. You were leaving the office on Friday. You had to leave work before you even came to a coworker's going away lunch because you had so many plans to get together.
Because today is your
anniversary
with your girlfriend.
Yes, 1 year of dating as of today. So, yeah, I wanted to make this kind of a big deal. It's been a while since I dated somebody for a year. So,
That's true.
It's the truth. It is.
Well, congratulations for that.
It's the honest truth.
We're not sure if you made it to the year.
I wanted to make this special, and two or three things that she's been mentioning to me lately. She wants, like any woman, I guess she wants one-on-one time because she comes to my bar a lot.
Yeah.
But that's not really one-on-one time. I'm doing this and doing that when we're there together.
It's not one-on-one time.
It's not one-on-one time.
I see her doing a lot of sitting by herself at the table when I go to your bar.
Yeah, and that's just, and she's okay with that, but she still wants to spend. Yeah, to a point.
Of course, we're talking about Al's girlfriend.
Dr. Girlfriend.
Yeah. And a couple of other things she wants that she's mentioned. She said, I want to go eat some Cuban food because she's Cuban.
Cubana.
And she had mentioned to me about a month ago that she wants to salsa dance.
Okay.
So
alone time, Cuban food, some salsa.
You made mental notes.
Yeah.
I made mental notes. So when it
easy
came time
for a year,
to plan this date out, Googled and stuff, Cuban restaurants, and what's the best place, and no dude wants to go dance. No dude wants to go dancing, but I was going to try and take one for the team.
No girl wants to sit in your sports bar every single night on her nights off from the hospital.
True. So I found out where there's both. There's like a Cuban food element theme, and then there's a salsa dancing.
I'm surprised Al just didn't have the chef in the back at his place make Cuban food.
Believe me.
Tonight's Cuban night at the
Cuban
mat.
night at the mat with salsa dancing.
So anyway, I've been planning this. So my plan was to make this kind of a romantic type thing, to make it kind of like a movie, like a scene out of a movie.
Like The Notebook?
Oh, now you're getting complicated.
Yeah, but check it out, Kelly. Check it out.
What movie was it, Dirty Dancing or something? What are you looking for?
Check it out. So I wanted to have a dress for her to wear on this special date night, right?
Right.
I got to go buy a dress.
Going back to Pretty Woman where she's a prostitute.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So
he actually went somewhere where I shop, and it was good. It was
Again,
I think
back
he did
to Pretty
well.
Woman.
Yeah.
Got this nice dress. It's like a white and grayish, blackish tie, and kind of a suede-ish, nice fall dress.
White
First
and
of all-
grayish, blackish, Swedish. I've never heard that described.
Strange romance.
And Al, you know how girls are when they go buy clothes. They have to try it on.
I know.
They have to look right. The booty has to pop just right. The boobies have to look just right.
I know. I knew I was taking a chance with this. A, would she even like it? B, would it fit? And, would she want to exchange? I was taking a chance, but this is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So I go to the store. They had just opened up. They helped me pick out a dress. I looked at every dress in the store. It was there in probably an hour. This is the day of. So if it didn't fit or didn't work, it was going to be no bueno. So anyway, now the next step was to take it to her apartment because I got a key, and I want to have it in her apartment on the counter. So when she comes home from getting her hair did, because I had made her hair appointment.
Oh, smart.
And it would be right there. So that was my plan. All right?
Okay.
So, so picked the dress out, got it in a nice box, nice bow on it. I'm literally pulling out of the dress store. She is across the street getting out of her car at a gas station.
What?
And I'm like, holy smokes, how does this happen? So I was like, oh my God. So I'm just like, at first I almost blew at it, like, hey. And I'm like, no, I can't blow.
Hey, baby, I just bought you a dress.
I can't blow because there's no reason why I would be coming out of this store unless I just bought a dress. So I'm like, oh gosh. So I snuck out. She didn't see me. That was avoided. So anyway, I get to her house. I call her, make sure she's not coming straight home. She wasn't. So I get to her house, get up, put the card, the box on the counter. Boom. That's done.
Let me guess. She went to buy a dress for herself,
Of course she did.
like most girls do when they have a big night, a big date night.
If she did, she at least had the courtesy to not tell me that.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
So,
a good girlfriend would wear what you got her.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was later on in the day, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick you up, blah blah blah. She's like, okay, I'm headed home. I gotta find something to wear, and she had already got the box at this point. She liked the dress. She liked it. She said she did. But I'm saying to myself, are you not gonna wear the dress that I just got you? That means you didn't like it.
Right.
Well, in the card, you say, I can't wait to see you in this tonight.
Yeah,
No.
you should have.
She might have just thought maybe because it was
a gift.
warm and it was maybe too
fall.
suede-y
Yeah,
and whitey and gray and blacky-ish, whatever it was for date night.
Yeah, and I was like, find something to wear. I just bought your damn dress. What do you mean, find something to wear? But I picked her up. The car came, picked me up, had car service, right? Got this whole thing, dude.
Okay, you got it. So far, you're all right. You failed with the dress, but it's
I
okay.
am doing this. I had on a jacket. I don't wear a jacket.
Dude, it's hot, too.
So anyway, pick her up. There she is, standing right there, waiting, looking beautiful, wearing the dress.
She wore the dress that fit.
Boom. Now, Uber can send you either a town car or a Suburban. For some reason, the Suburban came and picked me up. She could barely get in it. The dress was so tight. She could barely, get up in it, but she did. So
And you're supposed to go dancing?
You lifted her into her seat.
So I'm like, yeah. Dress, she likes it, and it's tight. My favorite two colors, short and tight. Mission accomplished. We get in the car. She's holding my hand. We're having a good time. This is great. This is perfect.
Romantic date.
Dog.
Yes.
This is awesome.
How is this going so well, Al?
How is this going so well?
Well, the date technically hasn't really started yet.
But the elements have come together.
She's wearing the dress.
The dress.
She's holding his hand still.
I'm on time. She goes, wow, you wore a jacket. You smell good. I'm like,
Hey.
I'm like, it's on
It's
tonight.
going great.
This is perfect.
Oh.
So we get to the restaurant. It's packed. They don't take reservations, but we get there at about 7:30-ish. And it's packed, but they showed us right to a table, right next to the
You Big Al
stage.
Mac from Dish Nation.
She'd never been here. She'd been to a restaurant of the same name, but she hadn't been to this one. And she didn't know that they had salsa dancing. So they sit us right by the stage. She goes, oh, they have a band? I'm like, yeah, baby, we're going to dance tonight. It's going to be on. Boom!
How many times have you gone salsa dancing in your life, Al?
0.
Okay.
Whatever. It's the effort. It's the effort.
But I'm trying to do, this is what she wanted to do, so I'm good. So now, all right. Usually when you go to a restaurant, like a kind of nice restaurant, it takes 30, 45 minutes to get your food, right? You kind of budget for that. Mm-hmm. So we have us a drink, then we get a bottle of wine, we order our food. 3 minutes later, our food arrived. I mean, it was like quick. I may be exaggerating a little, but we both kind of commented.
She's got a big pot and slop it on the plate in the
Did you
back.
take her to Taco Bell or something?
I'm like, what's up? So we get our food, but it was really good, but it was just really fast. So the evening is going faster than I had anticipated because I thought I had kind of planned this out pretty well. So one mistake they made at the restaurant, they put us right in front of a television, and there was a big baseball game on.
Oh.
And I'm sure, like a good boyfriend, you sat with your back to the television.
And you know what? One-on-one talk, one-on-one time, conversation with one person, one girl, my girl, is not my strong suit. It never has been. It just, I don't have that much material. I can probably
You
talk.
talk for a living.
I know, Jenna. I can't explain it.
And this is your soulmate for right now.
Maybe you should start looking at her as an audience and you're just doing bits for her. That might help.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, I can talk for about, on a date,
You could ask her, what makes you crazy?
Maybe so. I mean, I've got 45 minutes in me of good talk, but then I tend to kind of. So, we got there 7:30. It's 9:15 or so. She gets up, goes to the bathroom.
Well, that's it's almost 2 hours.
Right. So, and like I said, my conversation had been kind of on the downslide the last 30 minutes or so. I'm running out.
Do you think she went in the bathroom, called her friend, and told her?
Yeah, stupid.
I hope not. So she came back, and I'm like, wow, I can't wait for the band to start. You have any idea when they start? She goes, 11.
Yeah. What time is it right now?
I almost broke out in a sweat. I'm like, 2 more hours?
Wow.
2 more hours?
I have to hang out with you 2 more hours.
What are you going to do? It's the love of your life, who you might want to spend the rest of your life with. 2 hours.
Order a great big dessert and nibble slowly.
We've gone through a bottle of wine.
Oh, my.
Where we just had a great meal. You want me to wait and talk for the band to start? And then they're not even. We got to
maybe you should have found that out earlier too. That would have
again. I thought the meal was going to take
maybe.
Yeah, the meal was going to take a little later.
During a good date, time just flies. You know, if it's going well, it just goes by real quick. Next thing you know, it's morning.
You never want it to be over.
Yeah.
Not in our world, y'all. I mean, to me, this date started like when I picked up the dress, right? I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Because I'm exhausted.
You procrastinated on getting her to the dress.
Dreamy.
I'm exhausted. It's 9. I remember looking, when she said 11, I looked at my phone and it said 9:16. And to me, it said forever. Like, it said the band starts never. Like,
This is what's crazy. You guys hardly see each other because of our schedule being so ridiculous. And you run a bar, and she's a doctor, so her schedule's a nightmare. And you always complain about not getting to see her.
I know. And so now one of the guys from the band actually kind of went to the stage and was setting something up. I don't know what it was, bongos or something. And she looked at him. And I should have been able to read this to be able to determine she's really looking forward to this band. This is me, hindsight. She's like eyeing the guy. Like, not like she wants to get with him, but like, oh, wow, the band's going to start in an hour and 45 minutes. I can't wait. Me, on the other hand, what I'm doing, I'm going to Uber. Like,
why?
It's time to get the car to come pick us up.
To go where?
The date's done. We're going back to my bar and sing some karaoke now.
What?
You verbalize that?
I've been here for it. I've put in time. I've put in, again.
You want to be out on parole right now?
I put in an hour.
How about you could have maybe said, why don't we go someplace else for dessert and come back? That'll shake things up a bit instead of sitting here for 2 hours.
I don't know, Kelly. I don't know.
Al doesn't want to come back.
Because I'm stupid. I've put in like I've been here 5 years at this point. I've been here for an hour and 45 minutes. I'm out of bits. Your dress looks good and everything. Let's go sing karaoke like we do every other night that we're together.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
Thanks,
for real.
So,
I'd probably break up with you.
So, I mean,
if you did that and put me in your car to take me to your bar on that night.
Like, she got quiet. Like, there was no more laughing. There's no more smiling. There's no more talking. There's no more cuddling, touching. And I'm like, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing. What's wrong? You seen your attitude seemed to have changed. Oh, by the way, Uber's here. Let's go.
Whoa.
So we get in the car. I open the door for her, get in the car. I'm like, what is wrong? Like,
you don't know what's wrong.
I mean, like, she was in the driver's side back seat, and all I saw all the way back to my bar was like the back of her head. Like,
not good.
I'm like, I try to go over there and kind of touch her. Hey, what's up? Try to rub the arm a little bit. Dog. So
I'm mad at you right now.
So now we get back. I'm thinking, well, you know what? We get back to my bar, maybe have a drink or something. Maybe she'll kind of loosen up. I don't know. Maybe she thought of something that pissed her off. I'm still.
Maybe she thought of something that made her.
I didn't even know it's me.
Thought of something?
I didn't even know, Jenna. I didn't even know that I was the root of her attitude. I had no idea.
How are guys so clueless? How?
I thought this was like the perfect date. We had a great time. We had a great hour and 40-minute date. And then it's going to continue back.
40 minutes.
Then it's going to continue with a little karaoke. So
That's the last thing she wants to do is be with other people on
she
your
wanted to dance
romantic
with
night.
you.
So she sat in her chair and she was looking kind of dejected still. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll cheer her up if I sing some karaoke.
Oh, so she came into the bar.
Yeah. So I sang a little karaoke.
Man, I would have taken that Uber home.
What romantic song did you serenade her with?
Well, I did a little montage. I did my 3-song montage that I normally do.
So you did 3 songs.
I did my Killing Me Softly.
Oh, yeah, that's what she's thinking.
Yep.
Ignition, and Rapper's Delight. How can you be in a bad mood after that? So, like, that'll cheer her right up.
How could you be in a bad mood?
And so people are coming over and they're like, hey, gotta take a picture with you, Big Al, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah. Did you ever think maybe you should go back for the salsa dancing?
I still wasn't aware of the problem. So, but I'm getting mad. Now I'm mad that she's mad because she's in a bad mood. And I don't even know why, but your attitude is really starting to ruin my night.
You said that?
No, I'm just dumb. I'm dumb. Now, keep in mind, I had some drinks, a bottle of wine, I had a little vodka. So I'm getting irritated. I'm borderline pissed. I'm like, what is your, I mean, I'm not saying that, but what is your problem? Why are you in such a bad mood? Nothing. All right, well, let's just go home. You know, blah, 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 blah. So we get there, call Uber again, get to her house. I'm like, I'll holler at you later.
Oh.
She goes, yeah, you will. So she went in, and I almost went back to my bar.
You almost opened the door and said,
So now we're talking.
"Marry me, marry me."
And I was
Marry me.
I didn't know. I still didn't know. I didn't know until like the next one. I was like, why were you so she? And then she explained that was like our one-on-one night and anniversary, and I didn't want to end up at the bar. And I'm like, oh, then I felt like.
Then,
Now you felt that way.
Then I felt like poop.
well, she should have. Her fault. She should have said something at the time.
No, it's not her fault. It's our
No,
fault.
her bad. She
It's my
should have
fault.
said something at the time.
It was my fault. It was my
instead of stewing on it, instead of nothing. The next day, she's free to say what it's bothering her.
All girls do
This
that.
is what this is the communication thing. Al had no clue. Shocking.
Had no clue. Yeah.
What was wrong. So she waited till the next day to tell him what was wrong when she could have fixed it by saying, "This
That's
is what
the
I
thing.
want. I'm not happy."
Yeah,
It could've- a lot of this could've been avoided.
I'm a little more direct. Yeah, I can't do the passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
the
used
thing about
to
me.
be passive aggressive. Now
Yeah.
I'm just like, really, one night, it's I'd just be direct.
Yeah.
You never have to wonder what's wrong with me.
Me
I'm gonna tell you
either.
what's wrong
I'm
with me.
gonna
No
tell
lie
you.
there.
I'm
No
mad.
lie
I don't want
I'm
to go
mad
back
at
to
you.
your bar and sing karaoke.
No.
And I would have been the one coming up with plan B if you can't think of something. You know, so partially, Al, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's not all your fault.
So she dumped
Thank you.
She dumped you or?
Winner. No. No, we kind of made up the next day. She had to work. The bad part, she went to work Saturday. She had to work 24 hours. So I didn't get a chance to see her till Sunday morning. So, man, I blew it.
Did you spend that time thinking of material to talk about the next time you saw her?
Like I said, I started out strong. If I could have ended that date like 2 hours in, which I almost did, but if I had ended it like right then, like right after dinner, boom, perfect date. I mean, winner.
What do you mean by end it? Like go back and you mean this is your anniversary night? You should be hanging out with her.
I'm just saying, like I said, like the analogy I used before. Some football teams start out first half great, and then the second half they lose it. So I started out great, then second half I lost it.
Subscribe now for more videos from Kid Craddock in the Morning. And check us out at kidnation.com. It's Kid Craddock in the Morning.